What's up? How y'all doing? I am awake and just do some lockpicking. Sit down a little bit. Backlight on it. Alright. So just doing a little padlock picking practice. You can use a variety of picks. Multi-pick, southern, covert, jimmy longs, wall locks. Just a little mishmash. Try to do it. What's up, Broke? How you doing, brother? Doing a little late night picking session. He's trying to. You know how that goes. Screwing something up. Try that again. And then everybody's gone. It's funny, it says there's no viewers, but then you made a comment, so stats might be slightly off here and there when you're looking at YouTube stuff. More of a guide than a hard number, it seems. I appreciate that, man. If you got shit to do, go do it. Don't feel obligated, you know. This is just practice, as the title suggests. I did not want to do that, huh? That's not the best turner. Let's get on. This is the first lock I ever got, so I have chewed up the keyway a little bit. And the springs are getting kind of spongy. I don't know if I had it or not. Well, that's awesome. Why? Something in the way? This pin is just so close, huh? Alright, let's try it that way. It'd be hilarious if I can't pick this stupid thing. Although if I can't pick it, I'm gonna rake it. You can best believe that. Like right there too. Oh, there we go. Master Lock 140 for rectal use only. Commonly known. Kind of work progressively, I guess. Brings 40mm brass padlock. Wall locks. Whatever that is. Long reach spoon, something. What's up, Innovate? Explode. Thank you. All locks I should pick pretty easy. Although, when you get old and you got a lot of wrist and joint and finger problems, late night picking is not always all that easy. Nor is early morning. Midday picking generally is the best for me. Or early evening. Yeah, my hands are warmed up, but they're not blown out. I'm on the edge of blown out right now. But sometimes it's important to practice when you're blown out because you build some of your better habits that way. I don't know if I'll get this lock. Like I said, if I can't pick it, I will definitely try to rake it. This is the curse of the laminate locks. You get picking everything else but them, and you go back to them, and all of a sudden they're hard again. I don't know why. God damn it. Yeah. Let's see if we can get that open. I do not like being defeated by that. Of course it's going to defeat me. Alright, we'll come back to that stupid thing. So one thing about practice is just have a pile of stuff, pick it up, start working. Sometimes you want to do a session on one lock or want to make sure you go till you get it open. That's good too. But just get what you can out of your practice sessions. And get better whatever way you can. Well, Innovate, I appreciate that, man. All about lock sport, lock picking, handcuff, and escapes. I have another channel, Mitten Made Lock Sport, which is a lock sport group for vets. So we try to support and supply vets that are lock sporters, get more vets into it, and we got some other projects and things trying to get going this year. Supporting my channel supports Mitten Made Lock Sport, which helps support vets. So do all the subs and likes and all that stuff. It helps. It's like the easiest lock in the world. My wrist, my fingers don't want to do anything the right way. Oh, we're gonna work through it. Oh, there we go. The Brinks 40mm aluminum body, kind of a knockoff to the Avis 7240 in all honesty, and it's a terrible knockoff. This is a way better lock. Want to protect your stuff, that's a pretty good lock. Notice I'm not picking it right now. I don't want to fail on camera and just mad fail. I don't mind a little bit of fail. And I've picked that lock, but right now it's not going to happen if I try. Alright, that is something that's important, especially early on when you're learning. Just pick the same lock over and over. It's going to help you feel the pins, find the pins, feel the feedback. Get your brain keyed in to what you should be doing. And it's not uncommon that you'll pick it up and pick it a few times, and then all of a sudden you can't pick it. Don't worry about that. Next time you pick it up, you'll probably be a little bit better anyway. If it's frustrating, you put it down. Like I did with that other lock. Put it down, picked up another lock. Fern, if you're referring to like binding order, not necessarily. It depends. First of all, top of the keyway tension versus bottom of the keyway tension will change the binding of the core and can affect the binding order and things like that. And actually, even whichever way you go, different turners and different angles and things like that can change it up. So, and you'll find in some locks, you'll find the binding orders maybe 2, 5, 4, 1, 3. But then after you get used to tensioning that lock, you can find a different binding order that will also work. So it's kind of different from lock to lock. One of the first channels I ever kind of watched, I don't even know if they're still going, is every lock is unique, and that was kind of an important concept to learn. Getting into learning picking, which I'm pretty much just an intermediate picker. I've picked some, I guess closer to difficult on the intermediate end. But I hang out with a lot of people that pick really, really difficult locks. And it's fun to watch them do what they do. Might be a little too tight on the tension. But what else am I? Juggler, a magician, an escape artist, handyman, a lot of things, man. What are you? Lance, what are you? What's my hardest lock right now? And it's weird, and this is the thing about lockpicking, is you can look at the LPU, Lockpickers United Belt System, and just because you can pick one belt or one lock on a belt doesn't mean you can pick all the locks on a belt. And just because you can pick a lock on a belt doesn't mean you pick everything that's below that belt. So currently, I'm getting frustrated by, this lock. But Master Lock 410. It's just kicking my ass. No matter how much I try, I can't get into it. It's got a little bit of a difficult bidding, but I mean, that's not the entire problem. Just makes it a little bit harder. Mostly it's tight keyway, and I just don't operate in it well. And that would be this lock right here, provided to me from, can you read that? At Dots Locks. It's a UK picker, fellow rake enthusiast. Y'all should check him out. He's a good guy. Yeah, honestly, Lance, I had a weird childhood that had some not good stuff in it, and I had to learn how to get out of being bound. So later on in life, it remained an interest. And a good friend of mine, another picker, Not Too Dead, at Not Too Dead, right there, and I were talking and wanted to get into handcuffs. He actually provided me my first couple pairs. We started the Shackleman Cuff Club and started doing handcuffs and escapes and things like that. And it's a lot of fun. Oof. Can I use plastic to undo handcuffs? I mean, for picking and shimming, sure. If it's thin enough and strong enough. You can use plastic a lot for shimming cuffs. Wrappers, and I've used wrappers, cocktail swords, edges of laminated things. God, this lock doesn't want to pick. Get it right there. I'm pretty common at two problems, especially with, one is I tend to overset things. Two is I have a problem getting into the pin right behind the turner. A lot of times I'll be frustrating myself in here, and if I just get back here and hit that one right, then it'll pop. At least I got that. Yeah, Lance. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Good to see you here. I gotta wet my whistle if y'all don't mind a little bit. And then here's to you. Everybody showing up, watching. Anybody hitting the like button, appreciate that. Check my channel out. I think the only... Oh, Dots Locks, what's up? Dots Locks right there, and Broke Picks. Those are two lock pickers. If anyone has any lockpick questions or you want to check out another channel, those are two guys good to go check out. So let's try this LL. I gotta find out what that company is. I love that logo, LL. Reminds me, I'm old, so it reminds me of the Laverne and Shirley. Laverne had an L on all of her clothing. And I think she drank Pepsi mixed with milk, which is disgusting. But that show was the birth of Lenny and the Squigtones, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I do like these Law Lock tools. I forget which set I have. Bumpy Bones, actually. I won this set from him. And there are nice, like, it's kind of almost a long reach with an offset head to it. Another kind of long reach offsetty, a couple of those in the set, and I've been working with those. I'm digging those, so probably what I'll be using when I do this. Do that green one in the back. I just did that. I will, Dr. Wesley. I'll do it again though. Do the master lock. I don't sell a kit, but if you want to get a kit, go to Southern Specialties, lockpicktools.com. They will be selling, coming up this weekend, they'll be releasing, should be this weekend, the Shackleman handcuff pick set that I was a part of getting going. If you go to lockpicktools.com to order lockpicks or anything, use the code PICKME for 10% off. If you want to put in the comments that you saw Stu sent you, it'd be nice. You don't have to. Aaron and Jeff, great guys. It's a great company. One of the product sponsors for Mitten Man Lock Sport, which is my lock sport group for vets. They jumped right in to help out with that. So, and they're really cool. They do a lot for the lock sport community. We really appreciate those guys. Aaron, if you're lurking, We love you, my brother. All right. And this one will stupidly frustrate me, and I will have to bust out a rake. That is my prediction. Master lock, 575. Dead shackle, dead core, which means there's no spring in the cylinder. There's no spring in the shackle. So it's all kind of muted feedback. And in my opinion, it's easy to screw up because the lock doesn't kind of help you auto reset it. Oh, there we go. I said usually that gives me a little bit of trouble, but we'll go ahead and rake it nonetheless. Except I don't have the rake out that I need, so we'll do that in a minute. We'll keep picking. Double-sided lock. I've seen a lot of, not personally, up close and personal. I've seen ones with 2 locks. I don't know if I've seen something with like a double lock on each end. Riley, what's going on, man? How are you doing, sir? All right, so someone asked for the master lock. All right, if we're gonna do the master lock, let's, excuse me, bust out my stew pick, which is a Fiskars fingertip knife. Comes with a X-Acto blade. It's an ergonomic grip. It helps do cutting for crafts that I have turned over into a lockpick. So we'll see if I can use it for raking and stuff too. I can change out the profile. It's a great system. Still working on refining it. It's not going to want to work. All right. Didn't I have to go bottom of the QA last time? Why didn't you remind me? Double-sided key. Inside the lock, yeah. Like, I mean, I've done like wafer locks and things like that I've got. You got to go up and down. Different bittings. But yeah, I'm still learning. I mean, there's so many different types of locks. It's crazy. This is a weird combo. Not my preferred turner. It's actually not my preferred pick or profile to try to do this. You tell when I'm concentrating because my voice gets loud. I'm like, no. That's the moment I'm definitely concentrating. Oh, there we go. I refer to this as the stew pick because this is my kind of idea collaboration within my mind, combining one thing with another, which is what I like to do. Broke, that's cool. Someone said do the green one again. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh yeah, Wesley, dude. I'm almost a year in, and I don't know the names for half the crap in Locksport. It's kind of embarrassing half the time. So that's why I use less terms and just kind of like point at things and do stuff like that. So if we're gonna do this one again, we're gonna have to embarrass it. So there is a bottom of the keyway turn that will fit. And we're going to use, hold on. We're going to use an oversized bobby pin. And you'll understand why I think this lock sucks. I shouldn't be able to pick it with that. There should have to be at least a little bit of hook on there. And the fact that this has security pins in it means that's embarrassing. This is taken over from Master Lock for the worst goddamn lock right there. It's ridiculous, but it's pretty. It's so pretty. I refer to it as the pretty Brinks. It does not do its job. All right, again, may or may not be able to pick it. I've picked it. Sometimes it frustrates me, but that's what practice is all about. Right? Sometimes embarrassing these locks is my only victory in a day. I got plenty of locks that kick my ass. But the locks that are kicking my ass today, tomorrow, next week, I don't know. Eventually I'm going to get them once. I'm going to get them again. And I'm going to start getting them consistently. And I'm going to progress in this for the long haul. Had a good milestone today. I got my first Medico. Picked that. Was able to rake it. Probably the easiest, one of the easiest Medicos, but it's a trailer coupler lock. It's crazy that you can buy that good a trailer coupler lock, but you should if you don't want your stuff getting stolen. Hold on. No, I'm not a thief. This is all my stuff. So the first main two tenets in lock sport are: number one, do not pick locks in use, or no, sorry. Number one, do not pick locks you don't own. Number two is do not pick locks in use. In picking a lock, you can easily damage it. So if this was important to something, whether it was for a car or a front door of a house or anything, I could easily screw the lock up or break the pick and jam it in there, and all of a sudden, you got to call a locksmith if you haven't been training to do that as well. And so, yeah, I only pick my own locks or locks people allow me to pick. As I'm training to be a locksmith, I get called to go help people and pick locks for them to get them into things that they've lost keys for or locks don't work. Similarly, I'm a handcuff escape artist. I do a lot of handcuff escapes. At no point do I tell anybody, hey, when you get arrested, do this. So, application of knowledge, and breaking the law are three different categories. I hope that clarifies it for you. Although I will tell you that merely ordering and having lockpicks and then committing a crime involved with picking locks in some sort of B&E absolutely qualifies as premeditation. So, and because we are against using this for wrong reasons within lock sport, I'll be the first to rat anybody out to the cops if they commit a crime with these skills. Hey, Texas bottles. I hate to say this, man, and honestly, I never thought I would say these words, but you spelled duh wrong. I don't know how you did that. Stop biting my nails. I'm 52, man. You think that's gonna stop? Stop thinking that I'm gonna correct my bad habits. It's the last one I have. As I drink my beer, sip my bourbon, and light my blunt to prove that I'm a hypocrite. God, see, I'm telling you, this lock, I go too heavy on this lock. I need to be light. I need to be subtle. I'm not light and subtle. unless I really focus, and it doesn't work that way. Let's go back to another stupid laminate. Again, these things are real crunchy and clumsy. And when you're kind of crunchy and clumsy and you're picking early on, it works out to play with them a few. But honestly, I think you should kind of skip these at first. Focus on like 140s and 40 millimeter brinks. And then get a few of these and you start playing with those too. This is more like a side quest. To me, these are for raking. Ah, shit. This lock's gonna piss me off. So let's rake this fucker. See, I'm gonna sit there for 2 minutes trying to pick it when I can do that. So these are really a rake. You do some picking on them and stuff, but those are for raking, in my humble opinion. We'll try to pick on this. And like the 575, this is the 570. It has a little smaller keyway. Huh? No, feels like it. Feels like when I'm in there. Bought this as a paired set of locks, and right the day I did it, there was a guy in the UK that was important in the UK lock sport, Alan, that passed away. Or I found out, I don't know if that was the day, but I didn't know him and everything, but so I kind of picked the lock, for going away thing, and then sent that lock over to the UK so those guys could have it and send it around and pick it. Because we like to share locks and things in lock sport. And knowing the guys send it to Tequila Dave at Tequila Dave. He's a wonderful picker, fellow Shackleman. He's picking it and he's sending it, going to be sending it to other people. So I'm happy to see that happen. Told you I'm going to have problems with this one. This lock don't like me. Also, I'm not used to this pick. Oh, there we go. Yay! Ta-da! Whoa, Dutch is in the house. What's up? That's my brother. That is my brother. Love them. Oh, I love tensioners. And if you're gonna roll up, dude, me and Broke Picks right there. He's a fellow Michigander. We live in the Mitten. That's where we live. Somewhere in this area. We're gonna hook up. Hook up each other with some stuff. Pick some locks. Probably jump on a live, do a little content. I'm excited to meet my fellow brother, lockpicker, Michigander. In Michigan, because there's the Lower Peninsula and there's the Upper Peninsula, there's a bridge that connects the two. The people up here refer to the people down here as trolls because we live beneath the bridge. So it's not the online use of the word. It's old school. We're old school trolls. All right. Let's pick this big honker. 60 millimeter Brinks. Again, they just like to throw a security pin or two up towards the front and call it a day. Yeah, we'll see if we can get in there with that. Probably not. Maybe. I'm not real good with that profile. The gem, or the diamond, or half diamond, or whatever the hell you call it. I'm just not that good with it. So let's switch it up. See if I can get it with something else. Go back to one of these. Law lock. Reachy doos. Oh yeah, I had coffee not too long ago, and it was probably too late to be doing that. In all honesty. You can tell when I'm focusing on a pin because that's when I suddenly become quiet. When I'm frustrated because I suddenly become quiet. It's hard to tell between the two. I forget who asked the question. See, like that just picked in a different order than I normally do with that. So I usually kind of set the back and work on the front, and I kind of went back and forth a tiny bit to get that. So, especially in locks with sloppier tolerances or less security involved, there might be a lot more paths to get to the open. Where is... Oh, you know what? Don't have a lot in the way of dimple locks. Try these style instead of a single pin pick. But this is a lockout tag out dimple lock. And should be able to rake it with a multi-pick quint. See if we can get this bad boy open. Yes, even lock picking sessions, there's raking going on. Because A, I get frustrated and I have to rake a lock open. B, I got to practice the raking as well, because I'll feel different things or start learning feeling in the tensional locks, and I want to, while it's fresh and I'm feeling it, I want to get in there and feel it with the rake as well. So let's see if we can kind of simulate a little single pin pick with that. Might be able to use that like a flag. Might not be able to. Oh, there we go. Nice little single pin pick. Law locks, whatever that profile is. Now it's a really easy lock. It's a good starter for dimples. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't sit there for 2 minutes and fail the next time I do that. So let me find something else to mess around with. Yeah, I'm not trying to go too difficult. These are all yellow and orange belt locks. And white, considering the laminate. So it's just a Brinks 40 millimeter, longer shackle. Only difference between that and this one here. Although the weird thing is, if you do the measurements, I've ordered a twin paired set of locks, and the block bodies were slightly different in the heights and measurements, because these things get made by different manufacturers and things like that, which is kind of fascinating. Oh, I see I got some stuff. Hold on. I will jump back there and read as soon as I get this guy open. Most of the little 40 millimeter Brinks like this I have are just go to the back and go one at a time and set the pins. 4. Well, if they're a little used and cruddy, might mess up the feedback. And your ability to hit the pin. I don't know why I can't get this. It should be like clockwork. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, there we go. Like I said, should be 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me roll back a little. Hi, brother. Lockpicking lawyer. Nah, I'm just Stu. Lockpicking lawyer, Bosnian Bill, Lock Noob. Some other people. They helped create Lock Sport, and there's a bunch of us out here, man. Lady Locks, Not Too Dead, Dutch Lockpicker. There's a bunch of us. I'm just one of the guys having fun. UD Lucky, how you doing? I don't know what that meant. Long nail file, but oh, Shannon Bailey. Yeah, you're probably talking about like wafer locks mostly. Yeah, you can definitely. It's kind of like cash box locks, things like that. Toolbox locks on the side of trucks and things. Yeah, if you're, and then you still have to get a good jiggle and know what you're doing and feel and get it open, so it's not just like sticking in a key. So you gotta play with those things. But that's cool. Are you crazy, man? Like you're the second this is the first live people started calling me out as being a nail biter. This is nuts. Yes, I'm a nail biter. 52 years. Are we going to get into this? That's actually pretty good for me. Usually I bite them down further. Usually I'm biting them till there's bleeding. So, and then I bite the cuticles and I bite the skin. And yeah. Tiwanaku metal. Dude, that's crazy. That's an all-star in the house right there. That's a quality musician, a quality MFer, just the master moderator over on the Lady Locks channel at Lady Locks Lock Picker. One of my mentors. That's his gal. She's pretty awesome. You guys should all go check her out. I wish I had. Where do I have it? There's a Lady Locks right there. Boom. Dart. You know what's funny is I actually had like about a 3-year time. I was able to just not do it, and it was I was going hardcore playing guitar, and I was doing that with so much occupation with my hands. I think it kept me from biting the nails. But what started me back up is I started clipping my nails, but I got lazy about clipping my nails. They started getting in the way of playing guitar, and I started biting them again. So it's a totally uninteresting journey, but it's one that I've been on. All right, I'm gonna try this one again. I gotta get this stupid lock. It's just this. Oh, what's up, Tiwanaku? Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Like I said, Tiwanaku is an all-star. If you have been around a lock sport, you know who he is. You've learned to say the name. If you're a real fan, you've gone and checked out the music. I dig the music. You see him head over to, what was it, Hungary? Or was it Czechoslovakia? I don't know. It was good. signing autographs. They're checking out the some of the local awesome sites. This just will not go. Why? And again, you're practicing. Something's going to deny you access. Yeah, I'm going to live with some fails. I mean, I don't want to live with this fail. Oh, it just won't go. It won't go. Where's a better rake? I don't want to bust this. This is already bent. If I bend it further, I will blame someone in the chat. Not with Team Anaka. Accordion only, Master Lock. I'll tell you, it's funny you say that, accordion. In my bio, I'm listed as a wannabe McNally. So I'm a raker. I like opening things. I have never really been good at whacking the locks together to pop them open. Now, back in the day, I knew that, especially with laminated locks that are susceptible to that, instead of whacking it on the side, if you hit it with a hammer or probably a lock more on the corner, kind of with giving it some sideways and coming down. I used to pop locks open a lot like that in my less than honorable days as a youth, and hooked myself up with a bike anytime I wanted one. And now I can't do that. I just never been able now, and I'm trying it over and over. It hurts my fingers and my wrists and shit. So, mad props to the people that actually get that master lock on a master lock action. Yeah, this lock just wants to defeat me. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna reach for something else to get in there. Maybe that one will do it. See if this multi-pick. Is this the Druin or the... Yeah, Druin. D-R-U-I-N. I love this rake. And that's why. Oh, that's why I wanted to open this lock. The exploding lock. I don't know why, but it just won't hold any part of the shackle once you beat it. It's like, here you go. You win. Nice little prize. Take it home. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta call the dentist. Ah, thanks for reminding me of that. Dang it. All right, I have to lubricate and medicate. So get the last bit of that. Not sponsored, but that's my absolute favorite right there. Woodford Reserve double oaked. I haven't had enough and it's already affecting me. So actually went to the distillery for a tour. It was one of the most fun things I've ever done. Beautiful place. Gorgeous part of Kentucky. All right. Are there questions? Are there comments? Is there anyone else here I know? Did I miss anyone? I'm taking a quick look. Hold on. All right, we're already up to there. So, yep. Let us... Well, practice is also about fail. I'm going to fail. I'm not going to open this lock. I cannot open this lock. I will take a moment or two and I will struggle with this lock because there's nothing wrong in showing that you suck, because I suck. Oh, I'm sorry. Once I start picking up this lock, it's just mental torture. You suck. Why can't you open it? Think about all the things, that all the tips everybody gave me. I can't make those work. I'm getting a new pretty, okay little false set. And then I don't know what goes wrong. It does not want to work for me from there. One of these days, though, it is going to work. So, I don't know, we're talking locks. I got some people here that may or may not be lock pickers. What do? Well, if you can, a couple things to do when you just can't beat a lock that you can do to help get yourself past it, besides just hours and hours of doing this. So when you're dealing with something like an American Lock 1100 that has a little screw in there, and you can take that core out, what you can do is progressively pin it. So instead of trying to pick all 5 pins, you take out a few pins and you pick either 1, 2, 3, start with whatever you're doing. You do that 20, 30, 40 times. I like to do it 40 times, 40 opens. And then you add the next pin. And then you add the next pin. And hopefully, by the time you add the last one, you've really trained yourself to get the lock open. The other thing you can do when you're dealing with locks that you can't take apart and gut and progressively pin is you get multiple locks. So I'm struggling with this. I have opened one 410 in my life. It was pretty easy on the bitting. I actually was able to rake it as well. What I'm going to have to do is keep working at this, but I'm going to get a couple more of these locks. Different bitting. So maybe one of those will be the one I get, and I'll come back to this and get it, or those will just help me feel around the keyway or how the core feels when you're getting some movement, and it'll help me on this. Whichever way, it'll help me get into the lock. So I happen to have a bunch of these. Not that I need them now, but early on, it was really nice to have multiples of these, and especially when they have different bitting. So you're totally different locks, but they feel the same and help you progress and learn. So just 2 things to know about how to kind of progress past the stuff that's frustrating you. Now, when you get into, like, I'm not even the high level locks, I'm into medium level locks, but when you get into that stuff and you're getting some nicer locks, Yale 500s or Rugo 500s, or you're getting into Medicos and things like that, you're more likely in the land where you can progressively pin. I'm not saying that all of the higher level locks can be, or the medium level locks can be, but that's going to be more your route, because it's hard to find locks and they start becoming expensive. So buying like 5 or 6 of these is ridiculous for most people. So you want to buy something with a key so you can open it up and be able to progressively pin it. All right. No, all locks do not turn in the same direction. Most of the padlocks I've dealt with turn in the same direction. They tend to turn clockwise. But kicks and rim cylinders and things like that, when you're doing them in hand, now if this was in a lock, I would have to turn it one way to be able to open the whatever's attached to the back, a latch or anything like that. But when it's independent of that, a lot of the times I can go counterclockwise or clockwise to turn these. And there'll be differences in doing both of those. I'm not real good at understanding the differences, or I don't tend to do a lot of counterclockwise picking unless it seems to be necessary. And then we take a lot of locks and make challenge locks. And some people delight in kind of making a challenge lock that you have to pick counterclockwise and not telling you. So that's kind of a devious little move, which I fully approve of. There's also locks that you have to have because this way the pins are pointing up. This way the pins are pointing down. So there are people who are able to make a lock that it will be dependent on which way those are pointing, because gravity will affect what's going on with your ability to pick or not pick it. So again, there's some really devious MFers out here doing some challenge lock stuff. Jesus loves you too there, Mr. Green. And well, I think I'm gonna just call it a night. Had a good session. We hung out. Actually, I gotta at least do one handcuff escape. I'll go with the Chicago lightweights, aluminum made. I like the black. It shows up. Where is it? Oh, can't show it to you now. There you go. Let's do 2 locks. So the engraving shows really nice on this if you get it from Handcuff Warehouse. But the wear and tear starts wearing off the black. I need something to pick it. Well, since we're going law locks, let's see if this law locks can get me out of the handcuffs. No. Oh, there we go. I was like, that's going to suck if I can't get out of here. Like, I'm an escape artist. I'm stuck. All right. Folks, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Tiwanaku Metal. Thank you for the chat. You're the best. Broke Picks. We're going to hang out on Saturday, man. Don't even worry about it. Dart Robber, Mr. Green, Nikki Parker, DC Skate. Who else was in here? Dutch. Thank you, Dutch. Shanna Bailey, UD, FNAF. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for keeping me company while I have a little insomnia, and figured I'd do some practice. You guys all have a good night. Talk to you later.